Things went on like that. Talion has no idea how long. It seemed like forever to him. One after another, horrible things crawling from what seemed like right out of his nightmares. Some he could fight, and by fighting them and beating them, they would dissipate and go away. Others seemed invulnerable, being able to hurt him, but not be able to be hurt themselves no matter what he did to them. He had no choice but to run, hide, dodge if he could, and after fleeing them for enough time, it seemed like they would go away and be replaced by some other nightmare. Currently, he was running from something that resembled some sort of large jungle cat, only, like everything else, corrupted, twisted, made horrifying. But the usual time frame that they disappear in was approaching. He was leaping from one tree to the next, darting from the ground to the treetops, as this creature kept a constant beat on him, hunting him. He had tried to get rid of it multiple times, but this one seemed to be another one of the immortals, the creatures that he couldn't kill no matter what he did to them. As he lunged from one tree to the next, he took a quick look back, trying to find out where it was, to see if it was trying to sneak up on him, or if it was gaining ground. He could never tell which it was going to be, but as he looked, it seemed to be gone. Good. He finally passed the time limit, he supposes, on how long each individual nightmare chased him. As Talion struggled there in the tree branch, trying to catch his breath for a moment, he knew that the next nightmare was only around the corner. For the moment, he jumped down from the tree, not having to play a balancing act while trying to catch his breath might speed things up. He needed to be ready for the next one. "You know this is a waste of time, right?" he heard a voice say. Startled as he turned to look in the direction of the voice, he was surprised to find a person standing there, approaching through the fog in the distance. Even more so surprised at who it was. It, by all accounts, seemed to be him. There he strode, walking up without a care in the world, a smile on his face, walking up to himself. All of this is just a big stupid waste of time. I mean, really, all of this just to protect some woman, just because she babysat me for a while. It's stupid. I mean, she's not much use anymore. She did her part, but by this point, I think we can take care of ourselves. So why don't we stop wasting time like this? I mean, we do have a real family after all. According to our teacher, they actually want us. And they're like us. I mean, really, in your heart of hearts, you have to know, deep down, that no matter how much Mother says she loves us, we're not actually her son. We're more like a pet, a dog that she likes to keep. She feeds us and gives us little pats on the head. In exchange, we play fetch. Do what she tells us to. Keep her company. That's really all it is. It seemed that it was one of these again, mixed in with the assortment of monsters. He had also started creating these illusionary doppelgangers. They didn't try to attack me, Talion thought, so I can just ignore them. As long as they're not a threat to me physically, I don't have to worry. At least for the moment I can catch my breath. You know, our original family is pretty rich. By the sounds of it, they've got lots of money. They could probably buy us just about whatever we wanted, the doppelganger said, cheerfully looking at Talion. You know, we don't really belong here. We aren't human. We're demons. We belong with other demons. Truth be told, you should just leave. Let your mom fend for herself. She'll be fine. In fact, she'll probably be better than fine without us around. I mean, think about it. How many times do you think she's gone to bed wondering if she's gonna wake up with us killing her? We are a monster. Isn't that what monsters do? I mean, regular people don't breathe fire, do they? Regular people can't tear through stone with their bare fingers, or take a bite out of a steel object. We're not a human, Talion. We're a monster. A monster that belongs in the realm of monsters. We don't belong with a human family, trying to live a human life. It's just a silly little game we're playing with ourselves. Just let it go. Shut up, Talion replied, glaring at the doppelganger. I don't need your stupid opinions. You're not me. Oh yeah, I am. You know I am. Shut up. You're just a stupid illusion, sent here to test my fear. Well, that's an interesting suggestion you make there. Say I am an illusion. Tell me, does that make what I'm saying a lie? Of course it is. You're just one of my fears. Something that he read into me, that he's trying to use against me. It's all you are. Again, another interesting statement. Tell me, if I'm one of your fears, which one am I, Talion? What fear do I represent? Are you afraid of your reflection? I mean, I don't think that's it. I always thought I was a pretty good-looking guy. Shut up, Talion shouted. I don't feel like hearing whatever nonsense you have to talk about. Ugh, I prefer the monsters. You're ducking the question. What fear am I, Talion? What are you afraid of when you see yourself? Or what about yourself are you afraid of? As Talion finally braced his breath, beginning to slow his heart rate and his breathing down, trying to calm down, he looked over to the doppelganger. I don't know, but I have a feeling you're going to explain it. Well, looks like you're right on the mark. Guess what? All the other little illusions might be going away, but I think I'm going to stick around. Keep you company. What? Talion replied. That's right, buddy. I'm your new rolling mate. I'm going to be there with you every step of the way. Help see you through this. I highly doubt it. You're supposed to be my fear, right? How is my fear supposed to help me? I'm supposed to be surmounting my fears, Talion said, feeling annoyed by the entire situation. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Fear, while you do have to beat it, is also very important. Fear helps keep you alive, you know. If you're not afraid of dying, then you just walk right into it. Fear is part of survival. It's important. You sort of need it. So just think of me as your survival instinct. The part of you that wants to live. And you know what isn't helping that? Sticking around here, Talion. I mean, really. All your mother and grandmother are doing is slowing you down. You'd be much better on your own. You could find your way to your parents, and then you'd be safe. Once again, I don't want to hear your stupid opinion, and I don't believe anything you say. You're just trying to play games with my head. Well, that could be the case. This all could just be to mess with you. But tell me, does that still make it a lie? You see, I've got a theory. I think you're the illusion. What? Talion said. Don't be ridiculous. You're the illusion. You sure about that? Because I'm still thinking it's you. The illusion of the happy boy who loves his mother, who wants to protect others, who's kind and loving, generous. You know what I think? I think he's the illusion. I think the truth is that we're a monster. What if that's the fear I represent, Talion? Your fear of the truth. The fear that, despite how much you might try to fight against it, all you are is a monster. A selfish one at that. What if what I'm saying is the truth about what you're feeling? The truth that you just don't want to let out? The truth that you really don't care. You don't really love your mother. You just needed her. You don't want her to protect you, and you don't want to protect her. You just cling to her because she's what you know. You understand being with her. The idea of not having her around is just inconvenient to you. You want things to stay the same. You're not really doing it out of love, a desire to protect. You're just being selfish. And that if push came to shove, as much as they're willing to sacrifice for you, you wouldn't really do the same for them, would you, Talion? No, I don't think so. I think in your bones, you want to live more than anything else. I think if it came down to a choice, that if you had the option to live at the expense of your mother's life, you'd take it. You'd take that opportunity and run with it. That you'd listen to her screams fade into the distance as you ran to live another day. And everything you say, everything you pretend to be, it's just an illusion to hide the fact that you're just a selfish, greedy monster, doing what's in its own best interest. And the moment that keeping that woman alive is no longer in your best interest, you'll abandon her. You'll leave her to die in a situation that you created just by your very existence. That's the truth, Talion, isn't it? Talion grit his teeth and stared at the doppelganger. Shut up. Shut your stupid mouth. You're wrong. And you're lying. That's not who I am. My mother isn't just some babysitter. She's not a pet. And neither am I. And I won't leave them alone. There's no way in the world I'm gonna sit around while my mother dies, or run away just to save myself. She's my family. Maybe I am a monster, a demon. Maybe I don't belong here. Maybe everything I believe about myself is an illusion, that I'm just trying to play human, belong somewhere, even though I know I really don't. But if that's the case, I'd rather die being the illusion than live 100 lifetimes being what you say I really am. If what you say is true, then I'll kill him. I'll kill the real me and make the illusion reality. So do me a favor and shut up. I'm sick of hearing you. I never thought I'd be so sick of hearing my own voice, but here we are.